Hi student, welcome to the class 3 on trigonometry. In the last class, we discussed about degree measurement. As you know that degree also plays an important role in trigonometry, but sometimes it won't be very useful to use the degrees. So in this class, I would like to bring another measurements of angles. So this is known as gradient measurement. So this is an important measurement. Why? Because many of you know about degrees, but rarely we know that they are not numbers. Degrees are not merely numbers. Most of the calculations in math, we involve numbers. So we prefer rather to degrees gradient measure. So here I would like to give the first of all a lengthy definition. After that, I will give very simple way. So to understand gradient measure, so here I'm going to explain. So if we see the diagram here, so this is the center of the circle, and this length is radius, this length also radius. So this is some angle theta is given. This angle theta is given. So initial and terminal line. So this will generate length of the arc. When the line rotates from here to here, this angle will generate constant length of the arc. So here you can see, consider an angle such that its vertex is at the center of the circle, r is the radius, and s be the length of the arc. You can use length of the arc either L or S created by the angle theta. We will no longer measure angles in degrees. So now we are going to measure radians. So it is defined as theta is equal length of the arc divided with respect to radius. So length of the arc divided with radius. This I am going to get angle. In other words, theta is the number of radii that makes up the arc that theta creates. This angle creates the length of the arc. So many radii are there. So this is nothing but number of radii. So this is nothing but radiant measure of an angle is simply a fraction of the circumference. It is nothing but a fraction of the circumference. If you want to define simple way, you can see here in this diagram. So this is the length of arc generated by this angle theta. So which is nothing but radius of the circle, arc which is equal to radius of the circle. That means, so theta is equal length of the arc r by r, both are equal here. So this will generate 1 radian. So this is the true meaning of 1 radian. Now I would like to define the relation between gradient as well as degree measurement. So as you know, one complete round, if I take one complete round, that means circle, which is nothing but 360 degrees. But as a lengthwise, it is nothing but 2 pi radians. So 2 pi radians is nothing but 360. You can understand here. So 2 pi radians is equals to, you can say here, 2 pi radians is equal to 360, and 180 degrees will be equals to pi radians. So 1 radian is nothing but 180 upon pi. So if I use 22 by 7, I'm getting 15.3 degrees here. So 1 radian with respect to degrees is nothing but 57.3 degrees here. In the same way, if I want to convert degrees in terms of radian, 1 degree is equal to pi by 180. So suppose I want to convert 5 degrees with respect to radians. So 5 into pi by 180. So what I'm getting, pi by 36. When you come to second example, here 90 degrees is given. So 90 into pi by 180. So with respect to radians, I am getting pi by 2. So under last example, 45 degrees are given. Nothing but 45 into pi by 180. So 45 can cancel 4 times here. So this is nothing but pi by 4. Similarly, suppose pi by 6 mean 30 degrees. In this way, I can form the relation between radian measurement and degree measurement. Thank you.